Oh man, it's the Backyard Ufologist.
Cool.
Don't get technical with me.
Hot diggity!
We need your comment.
Whoa, this is heavy. Greetings, Exalted One. Up your shaft.
You have failed me for the last time.
All systems have been alerted to your presence, sir.
Big frackin' deal.
Are you out of your Vulcan mind? Stretch out with your feelings.
Don't make me destroy you.
Big frackin' deal.
Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Do you remember the old dial-up? Oh, man. Sit there and wait for a connection. I think I had Concentric.net was my first internet server dial-up back in 95, I believe it was. And before then, we used to get on the bulletin boards from college to college and do email like, type, if you get this, make sure you write me back, and get on those chats. Oh, we thought we were into something, and we were. The Commodore computer, the Apple computer, oh man, it was so much fun back then. The bleeding edge of technology, still the same now, but more technical. As soon as you have a new computer, it's already obsolete, and it's crazy, isn't it? Well, anyway, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me today. I won't keep you too long because I got to go to the gym, got all kind of things to do, but I want to share some stuff here with you. I don't know what's going on out there, but it's really freaky out there. The Hammonasset Ley Line, the quartz boulders, all kind of crazy stuff out there. And before I go on with this, I want to say my encoder is skipping frames. I saw what happened on the last show and it just sucked, didn't it? But I'm going to see if I can get that fixed. The first update, it's just been doing this, just been skipping and buffering, going crazy. I don't know why it would be doing that, but there's some kind of bug there. We got to get it worked out for sure. But there's some crazy stuff going on out in the backyard. I say ectoplasm. Yeah, I don't know if I've really seen ectoplasm before. I don't know if this is it or not. Sometimes a fog will come by and I'll take a picture and I don't know it's there. And it lights up. And then I put it on the computer and then I can see the spirits and stuff. I cannot really see anything when I'm taking the pictures. It's just really dark out there. So I don't know what it is. So if we have an expert around, maybe they can tell us. But it's some kind of fog. It comes and it goes, and sometimes it's way up in the air, in the sky, in the trees, or it would be right across from me like they're wanting me to see them, or either it's some kind of portal, vortex there that it comes out of. And I want to show you what I caught. I caught a couple of really cool things. It's just really trippy. Okay, subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, make sure that you comment and take part in what you are seeing also, because I miss so much, and I love to hear what your feedback is on that. And I would like to do a special shout out to Central Utah Paranormal and Ben. He made me a few logos and I do appreciate it. We've been talking back and forth on social media, and really cool guy. Go check him out, and put his description in the description box below. And also All Things Paranormal, Leslie, and 303 Paranormal. Don't hate, investigate. I like that. That's really cool. Like my love and light. I like that also. I'll be glad when this election's over. It's splitting so many friendships and family. It's just crazy. It's ridiculous is what it is. So I hope that we all come together after this. Oh, God knows that we do. Pray to your higher power. Do every day. I do a clearing 4 times a day here. It's really amped up in the spirit world, and if you use your intuitiveness, you know what's going on and what's happening. There's solar flares and things happening with the sun. We're having earthquakes everywhere. Volcanoes are threatening to go off, so the Mother Earth is really angry right now. It's going to be interesting to see what happens and see if some of those prophecies I've been following are going to come true, because there was something that Kim Clement said about a volcano going off, and it's going to be a new form of energy that they discover, and they're going to say, how come we did not think of this before, the scientists? It is so simple. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes up here in the future. Man, if you ever wanted to live in biblical times, welcome. You're there right now. So I appreciate everybody, all the new subscribers that have subscribed to me from Facebook, a lot of them from the UK, all across the United States. Hello, thank you so much. I enjoy talking with you. I know we got busy schedules and stuff, but we do say a few things, trade some pictures and talk and say we're going to get back, and we do. A couple of them we have already, so it is happening. Oh yeah, happy Halloween, 11 more days, and we're going to have our live annual Halloween party, our virtual Halloween party here, and Allie, my wife, is going to be here. She always comes as a feline being. She loves the cats anyway, and so do I, and so we hope that you'll come. We're going to do a live stream and just welcome everybody in. Hopefully we'll just have a great time for an hour or so. That would be so much fun. We dress up, and make sure you dress up, and we'll have a lot of fun. It's just so cool to do that. I've never grown up from Halloween, for sure. Do you? It's going to be a full moon. It's going to be a blue moon. Gosh, all kind of different things happening Halloween night. So it's going to be a very high energy night for sure. Okay, I won't keep you no more. I'm going to show you these pictures. I have a couple of videos of a few UFOs, and I did check Satellite Live, and there was no satellite, space junk, or anything coming over at the time. Plus, it was coming from the south going north. So the satellites usually don't go from south to north. But I did capture it, and I'm going to show it to you. I have 2 videos, and then I saw some kind of light in the tree. I don't know if these are spirits or if they are dimensional travelers or ghosts. You know, I don't know. But tell me what you think. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's our first UFO video. As I said, I did Satellite Live. Nothing was scheduled to come over my area. And look how fast this thing is going. And it's blinking at me. I'm shining the laser. You know, the laser is not really that powerful. It's just powerful looking on the night vision camera. But they can see it. And I'm asking them to power up. I like it when they really power up and get so bright it just whites everything out. They haven't done that here lately. But he is, or her, or who, is really blinking at me. And then it kind of powers down. It's going across the sky. It's on some kind of mission. It's not very high either. So I'm thinking it may have taken off, you know, in the Long Island Sound, which is just a mile away from us, the water is. So I just kept with it, and I tried to zoom in as much as I could, and look how beautiful that is. It's just really a ship. I wished I could get in really close with one of those really good cameras. Looks like it's going up that way now. It looked like it was starting to elevate up a little bit and probably head into space. It's probably just took off and getting its bearings and everything. Man, there's so much going on out there. But I'm excited about it, I tell you. You can hear me. Yeah, I'm just, hey, I send you love and light. Power up for us. Come back, land. Let's have some coffee. Let me get a check ride. So just check this thing go across the sky. Isn't that cool? Oh, it's just really cool. So have a nice trip. Power up for me. Yeah, change the directions. Look at it flash right there. Yeah, it's really cool. Now that was a good catch. That came all the way from the south and went all the way north over the top of the house. And they usually don't do that. They'll just fade out or go a different way, and you don't get to see them much. And I'll show you that in the next video that I have. It was way over the horizon, and I was barely able to catch it. So I'll show you that in just a moment. A pretty long one right here. But you see, I zoomed in as much as I could and watched it all the way, go all the way. And see there, it's flashing again. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm thinking it's the Palladians, because the Palladians do that flashing and stuff, and they love to do the dazzle duty, as James Gillian says, when they come out and they flash and they see you with your laser. And I am in my mind saying, I send you love and light, and I say it out loud also, but I'm trying to communicate with them subconsciously, and I do believe that they do that and they receive it. But I don't think it's time for him to land yet and say hello like the Vulcans did in First Contact on Star Trek. Man, wouldn't that be wonderful? That would be so cool. But you can see it's just not fading out. It's just going across the sky. And, well, it is fading out from us, but it's still bright. And, no satellites or space junk or anything like that will do that. It won't stay lit up. It has its own power there. But I really believe it's the Palladians, and it is a bona fide UFO for sure. And you can still see it, still going. This was a long video. This was about 4 minutes. Okay, our next video is right here. See it going across the horizon there. I barely caught it. I just happened to look over there, and I saw it. And it goes through the trees right here. And then I come over here and I zoom in on it too. I'm going to show you that. But come in with a zoom. Look at that. And I slowed it down. Look how bright that sucker is. And I'm sorry about the wobbling. I'm handheld laser in the other hand. And, I try to do the best I can with what I got to bring you this stuff. But you can see what's going on here across the sky. Now, I think I really zoom in really tight on this one, if I'm not mistaken, with the editor. I tried to use this editor and zoom in on it. But you can see it right there going across the sky and just kind of cruising, and don't care who sees it. And that is going from the west to the east. Correct. So... And there's no satellite scheduled to come over. I look at those Starlinks. Those really mess you up when you're UFO hunting these days. But they were nowhere around us. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Those were my videos for the show. Now let's go ahead and get started with the pictures. Okay, here's our first picture of the show. And this is way up above the pine tree. And I want you to take a look at this. What do you think that is? This is about as far as I could get it in to view. Let me see if I can bring it up any closer. Here we go. Let's see. Now, I don't know what this is, but it's really weird looking. It almost looks like a dog right next to it, doesn't it? But this shape right here, it's been coming up several times. So I don't know what to think about it. It looks like a upside down T or maybe an F, if you want to look at it as a letter, but I don't know, it's some kind of flying entity. It's up there. And here's the second one, and they're in the fairy circle. Look at this. There's something flying around. You can see it's really going fast right there. Some kind of orb or entity right there flying around. Look at the energy around that thing. And then here it is again, it looks like to me. And it's upside down, or maybe it's right side up. I don't know. But you can see there it is. What is it? I have no idea. Isn't that cool? I don't know. There it is right there. And then there's something right here. You can see the IR camera. That Aurora camera really picks up a lot of stuff in the infrared. And you can see there's two eyes and a nose and some ears. It's some kind of animal or entity right there. Some kind of spiritual entity just laying there in the middle. It looks like there's something next to it too, right there. So I don't know, but there's some crazy stuff goes on out there. A lot of energy. I don't know what these things are. It's just weird. And it's just fascinating when I see this stuff. Okay, I think I have one more of it way up in the sky right here. And check it out. Now it looks like it's sideways. Now I don't know what this is. Here we go closer. Now I don't know, but it looks like it's sideways now. It looks like it's saluting me. Or I don't know. And it looks like there's an entity that's behind it. So I don't know what this is. But there's 3 pictures, and I caught it at the same night right there. Isn't that wild? What do you think it is? Okay, here's another picture. Now, this is on the deck. Now, I'm down on the ground, and the deck goes up a little bit, and I took a picture up. And if you could see right there, there's something right there. There's something right there. And there's 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there of a spirit. You see the ears like elfin ears. And there's something streaking by right here. I don't know what this is. That is really weird. A lot of energy right there. And there's something right here. It looks like a cat. 2 eyes, nose, the 2 ears. It's probably just the feline beings, you know, like I say. And then there's a guy right here, eye, nose, and a mouth. And you see the head. And look right here at this one, eye, nose, and a mouth. Looks like he's smiling. Now, you tell me, is this pareidolia? Is this what they talk about? Look at this guy with the long nose and the 2 horns or ears right there. Is this pareidolia? You know, I say that it's some kind of fog that comes across. And look at this. This is a cat. There's an ear in the profile, the mouth, the neck, the eyes right there. Sure is a coincidence if it is pareidolia and all this energy around it for sure. You know, I think it's, and then here's somebody right here. See them right here? The head, the hair, the arms right there. Looks like they're folded and they're looking at me. So I don't know. I don't know what this is. And this looks like 2 cats or something playing right there, doesn't it? I don't know. This happens here. I'm going to tell you. And I don't know what to say about it. Now, there's something right here. Looks like a big nose, 2 eyes, the ears, the mouth right there. Here's the nose. And I was looking, and I go, well, you know, I don't know if I'm going to show that. It's just really, you know, nothing spectacular, because I see all this all the time. But right here, I look down, and there is a person here, it looks like. Right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. It does look like it to me. And I don't know, it could be a cat. It looks like a big... like a jaguar or something. And then I kept looking, and I go, wait a minute. Look at this right here. It's dark, so that's why I didn't really see it. But I see an arm right here, and the legs right here, and it looks like an eye here, an eye right here. And one's lit up and the other one isn't. There's a nose, and here's the mouth, here's the head, and the body. Do you see that? What do you think that is right there? That's some kind of spirit. My wife says it's the feline beings right there. They're protecting us. That's what they do. They protect. You see an ear there, and then there's something right here. And then there's a lady right here, the two eyes, nose, and the hair coming down. You can see that. And, oh gosh, all kind of stuff. There's a guy right here above her, right here. Looks like he's got his hand and finger on his nose. Isn't that something? Isn't that crazy? So I wanted to show you that. And let's see. Oh yeah, did we see that orb? Let's see this orb right here. I don't know. It kind of, I don't know. I don't really see too much. It's so pixelized, but it looks like an eye, nose there. It's just all kind of different entities in that one. So it's really hard to see, but if you back off a little bit, you can see there's an eye, nose, a mouth, and an ear. There's something there. It's not dust, and it's not bugs. There's an eye, nose right there of something. So it just freaks me out. It really does. Now, I'm experimenting with the filters. This is like a blue filter where I can bring it in closer and clearer where you can see what's in it. Look at all these lines going around. It's perfectly circle and the energy coming off. And then there's something flying with it right there. But you can see there is a person or a dog, eye, nose, and the two ears right there. You see that? And then there's a guy right here. There's his eye and his nose, and he's got a beard going, and there's his hair. I don't know if this is his ears or wings or whatever that is right there. Isn't that wild? And then there's something right here, and some kind of animal sticking up right there. Looks like almost like a dinosaur right there. And somebody looking through one of those dark holes right there. Here's another guy right there. There's somebody sitting in a chair right here looking at a screen. I'm thinking this is the guy flying it. It probably is. I don't know. But what do you think? What do you think about that? There's one in the middle here. Looks like a dog. And then you can see an ET or something here. Eye, nose, and a mouth. And something right here with a long nose. Isn't that something? Look at all these scenes and these entities in this thing. Isn't that something? Isn't that a trip? I could sit here and look at it for an hour and see all of these things. And my wife will point out things also. It looks like a little house. There's somebody looking through a window here, and there's a little person right there. It looks like some kind of house or something. I don't know. But it's so freaky, isn't it? In my backyard, Merkabahs, portals, looking glass. I don't know. There's a guy here. Eye, nose, and a mouth, smiling. Look at that. Yeah, there's just all kind of different things in that one. So I wanted to show you that one. It's a trip. And the fairy circle and two things flying around right there, as you can see. I don't know if those are bugs. I haven't really seen any bugs out there. It's been really kind of cool. And well, not cold, but the mosquitoes, I think, have retreated. So that tells me all the bugs, most of them have gone in. And here's an eye, nose, and a mouth. They don't play up here in New England. They know it gets cold up here. And it looks like a guy right here. It's just really pixelized, but you can see these things sticking out, these entities sticking out for sure. And here's one up here. And you can see there's an eye, nose, and a mouth. Nothing spectacular, just the regulars that come around and hang around. If they really want to show themselves, they will. But you can see there's something in there, some kind of entity that's flying it. There's one right there on the quartz boulder. Oh yeah, people are asking me where the fairy is that sits there. Well, my wife takes it in the winter time, but the last windstorm, the wind was so bright that it knocked it over, and she broke again, and she's gluing her back, and she's going to paint her again, and she really does a lot of maintenance on that. I'm going to try to surprise her and buy her one, a new one, if I can find one at a good price, you know what I mean? Okay. Here's the other fairy circle. That's the garden globe that's reflecting the IR beam right there. And we have some entities here, an eye, nose, and a mouth. And I don't know if that's a feline. Looks like a lot of felines out there. And there's a little guy right there. It's above it there. And here's one smiling, eye, nose, and mouth. It looks like a Halloween mask, but that is a entity in a Merkaba right there looking at us. And there's something here. I can't really make it out. It looks like an eye, nose, and a mouth, and all kind of different things in front of it, beside it. And it's just really hard to see sometimes. But sometimes we get lucky and we see some really cool things. It looks like some kind of feline. Eye, nose, and a mouth right there. Okay, let's move on. Won't keep you too long here. I'm going to try. There's that video again. I think we've already saw that one. I don't know how that got there. Okay, here's one. And this is the fairy circle. And it was dark. I don't know what happened to the flash on that one, but you can see those are the wind chimes. You can see the chair barely right there, and there's something red right there flying around. And here's the orb. And looking at it, it looks like somebody that's holding something. It looks like a bow and maybe an arrow, huh? I don't know, but you can see the two eyes, nose, and the mouth right there, and the body coming down. I don't know what this is beside him, but something with a tail maybe, or somebody's legs, or sitting in a chair, and it's really distorted. You can't see it, but it looks like an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. There's so many dimensions that come in front of it and beside it. It just really messes it up sometimes. And then there's some face or head right there. So look how bright that thing is. I had to really tone it down to show it right there. Oh, that's what happened to the flash. Yeah, I toned it down because it was so bright you couldn't see it. I had to remember that. I'm going to have to start writing that stuff down. I can't remember things anymore. Now, this was when the storm was coming, and these were waves of wind, and this is the night vision camera, the Aurora, and I took a picture of the sky, and I kept looking, and I go, well, what is this right here? And there's something in the sky, folks, is all I can say. Now, you can say it's pareidolia if you want to, but I saw and I kept looking. Look, there's an eye, nose, and a mouth, and look at the hair and the shoulders. You can see the shirt of the neckline coming down right there, and then there's somebody beside him right there. Do you see this? And it looks like there's a wing right there, and then there's some kind of ears or horns. You see an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. Do you see that? Do you really see that? Is that an angel? Is that some kind of angel carrying somebody right there? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that something? It's just a trip, isn't it? All right, if it's pareidolia, okay. But I'm going to believe that it's not, because I see what I'm seeing. You know, I really do. This is up in the stars in the sky, folks. Right there. Now, here's more of that plasma. It's over by the fairy circle and by the quartz boulder. And I said, well, look at this. This is a guy standing, coming up out of the ground. You can see it's coming up out of the ground. And you can see there's an eye, a nose, a mouth. You see the beard right here. There's an orb there. He's got a hat on. And I don't know if these are ears or something going that way. There's something there. It looks like almost like some kind of snake, maybe. I don't know. Could be. And I do my clearing. I do 1 John 4:1-4, and you know, I do the protection spells, prayers, and everything. And I make sure that we are safe. I do my part. And you know, I really do believe I'm protected. But they do show themselves, and sometimes just because they look like that doesn't mean that they're evil. You know what I mean? Remember Will Smith in the first Men in Black, when he shot the little girl, you know, was holding the quantum physics books and everything, and all the monsters were, you know, hanging around doing gymnastics or blowing their nose and stuff. Yep, same thing here. Yeah, that you got to keep that in mind for sure. So there's a little snake or something that always shows up right there. The streak of light is what it is. I always call it the snake. And then there's somebody right here, eye, nose, mouth. You see the elfin ears there, something on his head. There's something in here, and there's a guy here. So I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. And I do believe this is spiritual. I do. And this is where, long ago when I first moved here, I buried my cat. I had this cat from Alabama to the Carolinas, all the way up to Connecticut when I moved up here. And he got old and sick, of course. He had cancer. But he was a smart cat, a gray tabby cat. His name was Tom. He was about 20 pounds, very athletic, loved to go outside, but we wouldn't let him go outside. But boy, if he saw an opportunity to go, he was one of those that would go. But I'd finally catch him. He didn't stay out there long. He'd go out there, in about 5 minutes, he'd have a rabbit in his mouth. He was a hunter for sure. But anyway, he's buried right here. And every time I take a picture, I get these orbs around his grave. And it looks like there's something here. I don't know. Maybe an eye, nose, and a smile right there. And it looks like cat ears, maybe. I don't know if I pushed that or not. But you can see there's something right here with pigtails, eye, nose, and a smile. So maybe good entities right there. I think there's one right there. I didn't even see that one. I don't know what that is. You can't make it out anyway. Okay, but anyway, I wanted to share that with you. And some more ectoplasm, and there's this neck sticking out, and the ears right there. Here's his eyes and nose and mouth and chin. We've seen this before, the eye, nose, and the mouth. You remember last show, this thing showed up by the fairy circle and stuck out just like that. So this thing's hanging around, and it's some kind of spirit, some kind of entity. This is a benevolent area for benevolent entities. So what am I expected to think and see? You know, you're going to see these things over and over again. And it looks like an eye, nose, and a mouth right here. There's an entity there. There's something right there. And I said, I kept looking, and I go, oh, wow, check it out. Now, look at this. It looks like he's got his hand maybe on his head. There's an eye here and an eye. You can just see the eye right there. A nose and a mouth. There's some entity right there, a person. Now, I'm thinking this may be a ghost right here. These may be spirits. Well, of course, they're spirits. But I don't know. Or is it dimensional travelers, or is it just ghosts that may be stuck here or choose to come here? There's so many portals and vortexes here and entry points. I just have them guarded and have gatekeepers, and I think I catch a couple of the gatekeepers every once in a while. We see pictures of them, and there's something right here, eye, nose, and a mouth right there. There's something there. And there's something here, there's something here. So they travel. So, but look at this. That's just undeniable right here. I mean, that's an entity right there, some kind of ghost. And look at this guy standing. And if you just back off a little bit, you can see it right there. It looks like he's got maybe horns or ears. You see his eyes, nose, and a mouth, and the hair. And it comes down his neck right there, and he's holding something, or something's there with him with wings. Look at that. I didn't even see that. See the wings? I don't know. But trippy stuff out there. I know you probably see a lot more than I'm seeing in this. I try to see everything, and it's really a trip. And when I look at it, I'm not scared. You know, it looks like this thing right here is riding his back. Look at that eye, nose, and the mouth. And it looks like his arms is on his shoulder, and this may be his other arm going around his fingers of this entity holding on to his head. And look at him. He just looks at me and smiles. Now tell me, is that a ghost? Is this paranormal? Do y'all see this? Do you see what's going on here? This is in my backyard, folks. UFOs, spirits, dimensional travelers. You know, somebody's going to tell me this is pareidolia. You know, I'm going to say I don't believe it on this one, because that's just right there in your face. I don't know what else to say about that. Now here's one in the tree. This is up pretty high, and this is around the fairy circle. And let's see what we see in this one. Tell me what you see in it. I'm going to let you look at it. can take a screenshot and look at it. I see an eye and a nose and a mouth right there. What else do you see? Do you see anything? I see several things. I'm going to let you tell me what you see. This is a trip right there. A little more with an eye, nose, and a mouth, and 2 ears. That looks like some kind of cat right there, a feline being, and a person here. 2 eyes, nose, and mouth, and the ears coming down right there. See it? You can really see it right there, and whatever that is. And that's that picture again. I just couldn't get over that right there. Looks like something with wings carrying that person right there. It's a trip. Okay, and that's it for today. Well, that was the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Can you believe that? I mean, we just got it going on here in the backyard with the paranormal and the UFOs. Hopefully we'll have one land. That will be really cool. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and we really love to hear your feedback on this show, on some of this ectoplasm, fog, whatever it is, coming up out of the ground and up in the trees and around the fairy circle. I do appreciate your feedback. Isn't this just bizarre and interesting? So much fun that I'm catching these things out there. And man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Spirits, dimensional travelers, ghosts, extraterrestrials. I believe it's a combination of both. So there's my proof. And I'm so sorry about my encoder skipping. It keeps saying it's skipping like 64% of 2 minutes. So I know it's going to be choppy. And I'm sorry. You know, all I can do is use what I've got. And I'll try to adjust it. When they did this update, they really messed me up. And I will go and try to fix that. I'm sorry for the show being so long, but you can tell. I mean, I took a bunch of pictures out. I'll show them next show. But, yeah, I had like 60, 70 pictures. You know, we can't do that on a show. I mean, you know, really. But anyway, I showed you what I had there that I picked out for this show. So I hope that you'll hit the notification button and subscribe, and make sure that you're still subscribed. A lot of people are still getting unsubscribed. And we would appreciate it if you watch our videos, if you can support us that way. We do appreciate it. We got about 730 more hours to go before we even get considered to be monetized, and I hope that you will help me get there. It's a one-man show. No income coming in, no donations, but at least I try. If you'd like to make a donation, all the information is in the description box, and we do appreciate it. And don't forget, Halloween night, we are going to have, 11 days from now, we're going to have a live stream, our annual, and this will be the 2nd annual Halloween party here at the Backyard Ufologist with Allie, my wife, and we dress up. So make your plans to come and have some fun. We're going to look at pictures, share stories, ghost stories, and all kind of stuff. We're going to dress up, so make sure that you dress up too. I always come as a vampire. I love playing the vampire. Okay, we'll see you in a few days. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Be safe out there and be careful. Look at your surroundings and be careful. Be alert. Bye-bye, everybody.
I've never seen anything like it.